All right, guys, I'm here to answer the age-old question of LLC or no LLC. What does that mean for you as an investor? What does that look like? Now, typically this answer goes to the person that may have 50 rental properties, but for us as beginners, we have one, maybe two rental properties, and we're so concerned with an LLC. And I get that question all the time, Felipe, should I get an LLC? I got one rental property under my belt. So let me go ahead and chop that up for you. Now, before I do that, please leave me a comment, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to bring this info to you guys. Now, past that, I get that question all the time, Felipe, should I open up an LLC for my rental property? My answer is, well, what are you protecting, right? An LLC is a protection for your rental property. In case someone tries to sue you, then the only thing they're going to be able to sue is what is inside the LLC, which would be that one property. Now, there is some repercussions to putting that rental property into an LLC. For example, let's say that you have a loan on it from the bank, and you decide to quick deed the rental property into the LLC. The bank has the right to call the loan. It's called, the loan is due at clause or something. I don't know. It's something to do. Basically what it's saying is when you change ownerships of the property, the full amount of the mortgage is due. Now, I've spoken to my lender and she has told me that if I wanted to do that, it was okay. They wouldn't call my loan only because I have a relationship with that bank. And the relationship really means I haven't missed a payment since I started with the loan, and that I've always been on time. I've never had, any excuse as to why the mortgage payments is late. It's always on time and it's always paid when due. So the bank trusts me as the owner of the LLC to transfer my asset into that. Also, another reason to put your property in the LLC is insurance is lower. You can get different type of, or better insurances. There's a lot of different reasons, but the main reason to put your rental property in the LLC is protection against someone trying to sue you and go after all of your assets. If you have one or two rental properties, that wouldn't be the first thing on my mind. Now, it is on my mind, but definitely not the first thing that I think about. Now, once you build a relationship with the bank per that property that you have, let's say you've had that property for a year, that'd be a good time, I think, to go to the bank and say, hey, I'm planning on putting this property under an LLC. Is there anything that you guys would call the loan? Is there any reason? Are we in good standing? They'll let you know what they think. Don't try to go behind the bank's back. Don't try to do this on the slick or on the slide and try to put it into the LLC without the bank knowing. They're going to find out, and they have the option of calling your loan, the full amount. So make sure you communicate with your banker or your lender, whoever it is, before you make the decision to put the property into the LLC. Now, another thing that I would do before putting the property in the LLC is to talk to a CPA that is real estate friendly and find out how this is going to affect you in your taxes. It's better to have a tax strategy when getting ready to do this move. First, talk to the lender, then talk to your CPA and figure out what are the repercussions of putting a rental property into an LLC, and is it worth it right now where you're at. Last thing that I would do, when putting a property into the LLC, make sure that you are the owner of that LLC, or you and your spouse, or you and your partner, or whatever that looks like. Don't ever put a property into an LLC that's not fully yours or partner. Why? Whoever has ownership in that LLC is going to have access and some ownership to that asset, being the rental property. So talk to your loan or bank, talk to your CPA, and make sure that you own the full LLC. Those are the three things that I would look at prior to putting my property into an LLC. Thanks, guys. Hit the like button. Definitely leave me a comment, and please subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys.